Welcome back to Math Dogs. If you're new to the channel, please comment, like, and subscribe. If you have any questions, please comment down below. Today's topic is the slope formula. We have 6 examples to calculate slope given 2 points using the formula. Remember, we believe math is better with your dog, so call your pups. Let's get started. Problem number 1 asks you to find the slope of the line passing through the points 2, 1 and 5, 10. So first of all, let's talk a little bit about slope. Slope is a ratio, and that ratio compares the vertical change to the horizontal change. So if I had a line, the slope would compare the vertical change to the horizontal change. It compares the y change to the x change, and it gives you an actual value. If I have 2 points, I can calculate that algebraically. I could say slope, which they use the letter m, is equal to the change in y, which would be the second y coordinate minus the first y coordinate. So that's the change in y, compared to the change in x, which would be the second x coordinate minus the first x coordinate. Now, it doesn't matter which point you call the first point or the second point. I usually use the first point as it's given to me in the problem and the second point as it's given to me in the problem. So I'm going to substitute and use the order of operations. My second y coordinate is 10, so I would have 10 minus my first y coordinate is 1. That would be over, because it's a ratio I'm going to compare it to, the second x coordinate is 5 minus the first x coordinate is 2. So once you have your substitution, all you have to do is subtract on the top, subtract on the bottom, and divide if needed. Just follow the order of operations. So this slope would be equal to 10 minus 1 is 9, and 5 minus 2 is 3, and 9 divided by 3 is 3. So the slope of the line would be 3. Problem number 2 asks you to find the slope of the line passing through the points 3, -3, and 1, -7. So again, I'm going to find the ratio of vertical change to horizontal change using an algebraic formula. I would have my slope, second y coordinate minus first y coordinate. That's what the subscripts represent, second y coordinate minus first y coordinate, over second x coordinate minus first x coordinate. Now you may hear your teacher say sub 2. Y sub 2, sub means subscript, minus y sub 1, that stands for subscript, x sub 2 minus x sub 1. But really what they're saying is the second y coordinate minus the first y coordinate over the second x coordinate minus the first x coordinate. Now let's substitute. The second y coordinate is -7 minus, that's the minus from the formula right here, and my first y coordinate is -3, and I'm going to put that in parentheses. Anytime I have the opposite of a negative, or dash dash, dash dash means plus. So the numerator is actually going to be -7 plus 3. In the denominator, or the second part of the ratio, I have the second x coordinate 1 minus, that's in the formula, the first x coordinate is 3. So now I'm just going to simplify. -7 plus 3 is -4, and 1 minus 3 is -2. -4 divided by -2 is a clean division, and so I find out that my slope is 2. Problem number 3 says find the slope of the line passing through the points 4, -9 and 4, -1. So again, I'm going to use my formula. Slope is equal to the second y, or y sub 2, minus the first y, or y sub 1, over the second x, x sub 2, minus the first x, x sub 1. And now I'm going to substitute. Slope would be equal to, my second y is -1. Then I have the subtraction from the formula itself. My first y is -9, and the opposite of a negative, or dash dash, means plus. Over the second x is 4, minus from the formula, the first x is also 4. Slope will be equal to -1 plus 9 is 8, and 4 minus 4 is 0. Since I can't divide by 0, 8 divided by 0 is not a defined quantity. This slope is undefined, meaning it's actually a vertical line. Problem number 4 says find the slope of the line passing through the points 1, 6 and negative 2, 6. So again, I'm going to have my formula. Slope is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1, or second y minus first y, over x sub 2 minus x sub 1, or second x minus the first x. And now I'm going to substitute. The second y coordinate is 6 minus the first y coordinate is 6, over the change in the horizontal will be negative 2, that's the second x coordinate, minus from the formula itself, and a 1. If I then simplify, 6 minus 6 is 0, and negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3, and 0 divided by negative 3 is 0. So the slope of this line would be 0, which actually means it's a horizontal line. Problem number 5 says find the slope of the line passing through the points 3, 5 and negative 7, 9. So I'm going to write down my formula. Slope is equal to second y minus first y, or y sub 2 minus y sub 1, over second x minus first x, or x sub 2 minus x sub 1. And then, like I've done in the other problems, I'm going to substitute. The second y coordinate is 9 minus the first y coordinate is 5, over the second x coordinate is negative 7, minus from the formula, the first x coordinate is 3. So now I'm going to subtract and then divide if possible. 9 minus 5 is 4, and negative 7 minus 3 is negative 10. Now 4 cannot be divided by 10 cleanly. However, I can reduce that fraction by 2 over 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 10 divided by 2 is 5, and a positive divided by a negative is a negative. So the slope of this line would be represented as negative 2/5. Problem number 6 says find the slope of the line passing through the points 6, negative 2 and negative 1, negative 8. So I'm going to use the formula. Slope is equal to change in y over change in x, or second y minus first y, over second x minus first x. Then I'm going to substitute. The second y coordinate is negative 8. Then I have the minus from the formula itself, and the first y coordinate is negative 2. The opposite of negative 2, or dash dash, means plus, over the second x coordinate is negative 1, minus from the formula, and the first x coordinate is 6. So now I'll do my additions and subtractions. Negative 8 plus 2 is negative 6, and negative 1 minus 6 is negative 7. 6 cannot be divided by 7 cleanly, so all I can do is express this fraction since it can't be reduced. However, a negative divided by a negative is a positive, so that means the slope of this line would be 6/7. So that's it. 6 examples of the slope formula. Keep working hard. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Sometimes that's where you learn best. We know you can do this if you put in the time and effort. And as we say at Math Dogs, you got this.